All right, let's move that right there. Um, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
You're
cool.
welcome to the nightly strange.
Welcome to the Nightly Strange, ladies and gentlemen. We are your hosts, D-Mac Uno.
Rossi the champ.
Hey, Stanley.
Yes, Kilo Keys could not be with us today. He is chasing loose women right now in Los Angeles. Shout out to Kilo.
Kilo.
Now, you were asking a question. You said back when we were in elementary school, there was the teacher that had the cardiac arrest. It was on the 911 show. And you were asking what the student's name was.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rankin.
Oh, it
Well,
was. Oh, okay.
he goes by Cole Rankin now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking about how small that this area is getting for me.
Yeah.
I met the one who worked with him, but turns out I used to work with his ex-wife. So,
Oh
oh
shit.
wow. Oh yeah.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
you knowing people.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I remember I saw him in the back of an ambulance after it happened because they wanted to give him like a tour of what it was like. That his skin was pale as hell, and I was like, damn, he must have seen some shit. But I was like, then I realized like what ambulance workers do, and I was like, yeah, I couldn't do that. Like, I don't want to work in an ambulance. I don't want to be a firefighter or join the military.
Yeah, that's what he went on to do.
Oh yeah, his dad's a paramedic.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what he went on to do as well.
Yep.
To be, so
Well, yeah, my dad was a driver, so I guess I ended up doing that too, also for a
see,
while.
look at that.
Yeah.
Where we get our inspiration from.
Yeah.
I
Parental.
mean, my pops was HVAC worker. I ended up working for the damn shipyard.
Imagine your dad was a porn star. He'd be like, I can't wait to break into the business.
But I get it. Both my parents are military, and I was like, love the military, but I don't want to be in the military.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew what I
Yeah,
was
yeah, I don't want to do that either. Like, it's being a child of a military parent, I'm like, yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay, Stan, we've been on hiatus for a while, and I wanted to ask you, how did you feel about the last season of House of Dragons?
Honestly, I was a bit disappointed. I think it had some good moments, but honestly, it felt like it needed a few more episodes, or it felt like it was the beginning, like it was a really long trailer to the next season, I guess.
Yes, yeah, because it was weird. It's like at the end of it, all the armies are marching. Like, you're not going to show us the fight? Like,
Or just something, and then we're sitting with what's his face, Damon in Harrenhal for way too long.
yeah, that was ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the Mario movie where Luigi was captured the whole time. I'm like, yo, he's like my favorite character, and he's just been in a cage the whole movie. Like, it was kind of stupid. Like,
Is it-
I mean, you can tell that the House of Dragons, it's a story, but like, it's not they're writing it themselves. And then I don't like the girl that plays the queen. She is just something's wrong about her to me.
Which one? The Allison,
No, Allison dipped. She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. I ain't got no more power. I'm gone.
Queen Rhaenyra?
Yeah, Rhaenyra.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I
something about her I don't like.
Yeah, I thought, after they left, I think it's at the end of the first season, after her son, what happened with her son, and then she looked all mad. I'm like, oh man, she's like about to get into some folks. But it was just her kind of finding herself this whole season, I suppose. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're stretching it out. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they're stretching it out. That's all I saw on it. It's not like OG Game of Thrones where I mean, they had the one season of Game of Thrones. They didn't even have anybody die. It was just like, they're plotting on people, but you can tell these are just script writers that are writing these stories. It's like we're basically just in it for the dragons. And then the guy, the sea snake, is that his name?
Yeah.
That whole
maybe.
that whole situation was just dragging on. I'm like, bro, why are you not just recognizing your children?
Oh yeah, that's definitely the sea snake. Exactly. So there
Yeah.
was that aspect. And it made me think about Catelyn, when maybe if she had known, maybe she would have been like that his wife. There's just like just be done with it. Just acknowledge them, make them legit, and let's move on already.
His wife, she knew. She went up to him and
Oh,
she was
yeah.
like, she did know. She looked at him. She was like, who's your
I know
mother?
this face.
Yeah, I know this face. She knew exactly who they were. Like, she was
Yeah.
like, she knew the whole time. And then I wonder if their gay son's ever gonna come back. He just dipped.
Exactly. And that's them, like you said, in the script room, just kind of messing with things, because that's not how it was. I hate to be that person, but that's
No,
not
go ahead.
in
Go ahead.
the
Tell us
book.
how it is.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. He's actually supposed to be dead in the book. So the fact that they kind of left it open-ended, because to me, then if he's alive, then some other dude can't come by and claim sea smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that they kind of changed that thread, I think that he could have still died, but then maybe maybe it was by accident and they just took it to their advantage. But the fact he's still alive, and then you got someone else trying to ride his dragon, they're messing with the lore. So I'm just like, what are we doing? Normally someone has to die, and then you get a new dragon rider.
Yeah, why wouldn't the dragon just go looking for him?
Exactly.
It's like the dragon is like a racist American. It's just like, yeah, you look good enough. Yeah, there you are. I found you.
He was around Spice Town. He knew who he wanted, though.
I was wondering what was happening. I was like, why is this guy on the beach? Then he gets chased by the dragon. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, it just gets in his face like, I choose you. Like an international players anthem song.
Exactly.
And like,
see what happened.
Yeah, that goes into the next topic. Like, I remember you sent the question, like, are they making any good movies? And the only movie that I've liked that I really wanted to go see in theaters, but actually, no, there was 2 movies.
Okay.
And so, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, because I love Planet of the Apes movies. And then A Quiet Place Day 1.
Oh.
And so, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie disappointed me because I was like, you trusted this human the whole time, and at the end, she tried to drown all of you. And then she shows back up at your camp with a gun ready to shoot you, and you're like, well, maybe we can still be cool. Oh, I would have gorilla beat your ass to death.
Yeah. I didn't see that one.
And then you haven't seen it? I love it. It's still a good movie. I'm gonna watch it again today.
Tell me your thoughts on The Quiet Place, because I did see that one.
Ooh, I love A Quiet Place. The first 2 movies were fantastic, right? And then this one, it takes place in New York. Have you ever seen A Quiet Place, Rosie?
Mm-mm.
So in The Quiet Place, these meteors crash to the earth, boom, and inside the meteors are like these giant bug things, basically, right? But they're attracted to sound. Any sound, they kill it, destroy it, right? So the people can't talk or nothing, right? So this time, and before they were in farmland. So this time they arrive in New York, and they say in the beginning, New York has a decimal point it consistently sounds like a person screaming 24 hours a day.
Damn.
That's the sound of New York, the vibration it makes. Anyways, the things land in New York, and there's hundreds of them. In the other movies, there's like 1 or 2 maybe. But then there's hundreds of them. I loved it. I watched that movie like 5 times already. I'm probably gonna watch it today after we get off. I get done doing everything I got to do today.
Oh wow. Okay. I was quite the opposite. I felt like I had seen the story before. It was giving me a bit impractical moments. And I felt like because I had already watched the 1 and 2, I'd already knew so much about the creature, which I kind of akin to like Demogorgons, if anyone else is familiar with Stranger Things.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I was kind of just disappointed. It didn't feel as fresh as I was hoping for, honestly. And I think they got a lot of play off of some of the star power who they had just because they were in the film. They had the guy from Stranger Things, one of the guy's characters. They had the dude from Gladiator showing up in the trailers, but he wasn't in it as much as I thought he would be either.
Which guy's from Gladiators?
I'm gonna butcher his name.
Oh wait, the dude was in Stranger Things. I was wondering why he looked familiar.
Yeah, so
he came from under the water, like.
Yes, so there's that guy, and then the guy from Gladiator, from the original Gladiator with Maximus, Digimon Hans. I'm gonna mess up his name, but it's the other gentleman that they stole from Africa that was with Gladiator.
Oh yeah, he was in the first Quiet Place. No, the second one.
Was he in the second one?
Yes, he was in the second one because remember they figured out that the things couldn't swim, and so they took the boat to that island. And so he was there on the island because I told Zadira that, and then he died at the end of the second one.
Okay, you know what? You just elevated that movie like 1 tick by connecting that dot. So.
I like it because it shows what happens in the big cities. Like before, it was like they're in like small little rural towns, and so those things were ravaging. But like when she grabbed the cat, and then the choppers, the military knew that the things were following the sound. And so the choppers were rounding them up and getting them onto like whatever island. I think they were like on Manhattan or something like that. Yeah. And then they rounded them all up in there, and then they blew up the bridge. And then I like the scene where they're like telling everybody go to the boat or whatever. And the people are walking, and then the ground starts shaking, and then like you can see everything shaking, and the things come and start killing people. I loved it. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you got to see one of the queen. Like my daughter pointed it out because we watched the bootleg, and then she went to the theaters to see it, and she was like, "Yo, you don't realize that when he was getting the cat off the pole." Or whatever he was crawling, there was a big one, and it showed the nest. Yeah. And then she was like, you saw the one was swimming when they're in the sewer, and they were like, I don't want to go under. I don't want to go under the sewer water. And the one was swimming, and it was getting them. And then it just opened its mouth and died. Yeah, other than that, it's just like, superhero movies. What superhero movie they just make? They make so many of them.
Yeah, they are making so many. I know they got the I'm so mad. They got Robert Downey Jr. about to come, Iron Man about to come back as
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
I was just watching Endgame this weekend, and honestly, I feel like they ended Iron Man and so neatly that there was no need to bring him back. I think that's also messing up with their franchise. Other than there's so many of them now.
Well,
so
I
many
mean,
movies.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Deadpool movie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the new one?
I didn't, but I just
that
heard
was good. It was good.
I heard it was Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds with some good cameos.
Yeah, he was being Deadpool, and then it was funny because you have what's his name that plays Chris Evans in it, right?
Oh, okay.
Captain America, right? And he's like,
yeah.
I can't wait. He's like, oh, they're coming. And then he goes, flame on, and turns into the Human Torch. You're like, oh, shit. It was good. I liked the Deadpool movie. I watched it 3 times because it has Wolverine in it, like different variants.
Okay, all right. I've heard it's pretty good for at least the cameos and some good one-liners. So
yeah,
I figure that'll be on my checkout list. But I do think that it is just a lot of remakes and a lot of stuff that we've seen kind of before. You know, even when you look at what's happening with even Game of Thrones, you figure that was already a book. It wasn't necessarily like an original idea that they were in the scripter's room and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, they could play off the books, and now it's like there's a story. I don't know if they have a book to this one, but it's like they seem like they're just winging it. Like that whole Damon thing was stupid. Like they could have wrapped that up in 2 episodes. That was what's upsetting. I'm like, damn, he's still over there.
Yeah, and it is based off a book, and they definitely stretched it. But again, as I've said before, they plopped you in the middle, sort of this book, because they didn't start at the beginning. And again, if we were just gonna talk about Targaryens and fangirl, the Targaryen house, why not just start at the beginning?
Yes, when the Targaryens took over, I've watched that story on YouTube, and that's a great story.
Exactly, that little animated version.
Yeah, that thing went hard. I think Hollywood's scared to take risks. Because I mean, if it's not a horror, like they're making a Peter Pan kidnapping kids adult scary movie. Like Hollywood's scared to take risks because there's no money in the risk. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a Get Out that's gonna pop up anytime soon, or a Blair Witch Project. So it's like now they're like, I don't know. Hollywood's weird. And so I mean, I'm watching this one show. It just came back on. I'm gonna sit down and watch it. Well, I watched the Penguin show.
That's starting.
That is good. That's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. I got my daughter sitting down watching The Last of Us finally.
Oh, okay.
And then
good. They just dropped that season 2 trailer.
Yes. Oh, they did?
Yeah. I just got an alert about that, so I think that just dropped.
And then they have the show I've been watching called From. F-R-O-M.
Ooh.
I didn't know the 3rd season started. It's on 2 episodes already. And if people don't know, the show From, all these people end up in this town and they can't leave. They're driving somewhere, a tree was on the ground, bunch of crows, and they're stuck in this town. Even if you try to drive out, you can't leave. And at night, these monsters come out and they look like humans. And these people have to put these talismans on their doors so the monsters can't come in. So what the monsters do is they just sit at the window like, hey, come outside. You should do this with me. And, they talk to them. And if the people open the window and let them in or come outside, the monsters don't eat them. They just kill them. And then there's like a lighthouse in there. And this crazy story. I mean, like you watch the first episode, you're hooked.
Yeah.
The 2nd season was trash. But it's such a good show that I'm going to keep watching it. But other than that, I can't think of anything else I'm watching. I can't watch that Lord of the Rings show. I mean, okay, let me ask you a question. What's something that you put on to help you fall asleep? I put on The Dome. This show called The Dome. It is so ridiculous. I put it on so I can get some sleep.
Damn, I usually put on old WWF WrestleManias or Saturday Night's Main Events. I just go right out because I'll just be like if I'm sitting in my chair, but I'm actually laying in my bed listening to it, and there we go.
How you feel being the champ these days, Rozzy? We didn't see you last time. You won the United States champion.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, so many times I've gone for that particular championship, and I always came up short. I was just really shocked myself that I actually managed to capture it.
Yeah, and most people don't since the last time we've had a discussion, you were up for an Emmy also.
Yes. I was up for an Emmy. My news segment from Doxanox the Fairy Fighter. I mean, I didn't even know that got nominated, and I looked a lot of stuff up, and you included. News segments come on every single day.
Yeah.
I was just more in shock that I even got nominated.
Yeah, it doesn't. And this question for you too, K-Stan, doesn't it feel weird to be grown up and doing like grown up shit, like really like important grown up stuff? Like for me, it's like I was hanging out with this beautiful lady last night, and she was like, "I like you because you're busy. You do all this different stuff. Like K Stanley, you work with the community.
Yeah.
Ozzy, you're a champion.
Yeah.
You know, saying me, I'm just funny. Funny. My mom says funny looking. So it's like weird being grown up, and then I see people that are still like my age. Like I was at a bar the other night. This guy was like had a blue flag, and I'm like, bro, you're 42. Why are you still out here cripping?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, when I have those moments and I'm busy or I feel like I'm actually doing adult shit, I'm just like, wow, where did the time go?
Yeah.
It's like I blinked and 20 years went by. I don't know how else to say it. It was just wild to think. Wow.
I had a friend come over yesterday, just, she was picking up some tickets or whatever, and she walks up, as soon as she gets out of her car, she's like, oh, my back. And I was like, ooh, my knee. I'm like, that's how we greet each other now as adults.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's hurting today? Come on in. Oh,
yeah.
Have a seat. You got any Tylenol? Of course I do.
I know, that's right.
Ibuprofen, Advil.
Yeah. I got a massage gun. I was like, brrr, doing her back. I was like, now do mine. Oh, it's like massage is the new foreplay. It's like, oh God.
I know that.
It's better than using a Q-tip. Oh shit.
Hell yeah, though. Oh,
them Q-tips be hidden. You'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask a question. We're all older. We're all in our late. Would you have another child right now?
Me
Hell
personally. No. If I could help it, no, because it would truly be starting over.
Yes.
From empty nester to truly starting over, and I just don't know if I have the energy. Honestly, I mean, I could make it work, but the energy involved.
Yeah, I saw the video where they had the parents. Have you seen it where like the little boy's squirting this gun, and the mom's like, "Stop it!" And he keeps squirting it, so she takes the little water gun and drop kicks it, and then like the little kids, and then the next little kid's in the fridge. And the parents like, get out the fridge. Kid's like, no. She's like, get your damn ass out the fridge. And the kid's like, runs away. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that no more. My thing is, I don't like it when the kid's sitting there crying, looking at you, and they can't talk. You're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I certainly like being aunt. I enjoy going to other people's journey and just coming in, spoiling, getting hugs, gifts, all the good stuff, the treats, and then sending them on their way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's my journey now.
I feel you. I see other little kids. I'm like, high five with my hand hella high, rile them all up, and then I leave. I'm like, ha ha.
Exactly.
Good luck.
Yes, that's the journey.
Because when you gotta take your own kids home, you're fucking annoyed. I know I am. Like, it's crazy. Other kids listen to you better than your own kids. But you can tell good parenting, right? Because your kids, you'll be at home with your kids, and they'll do a bunch of fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like leave a bunch of toothpaste in the sink and not clean up their dishes. But when your kids go out and they're polite and nice to other people, you're like, okay, I've raised good kids. Because when you see those kids out there with their parents, they're just acting wild. I'm like, oh, it must suck to live with those little fuckers.
But you're right. That is like one of the best compliments that I get when, you think about how they are at home, but when you go out and then another parent's like, well, they're so polite, they're really respectful.
And you'd be like, who, these little fuckers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, but I'm
sure
like, oh,
came
thank
to the
you.
right house.
Yeah, are you sure you're talking about my kids? Like, they're such a delight to have over.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
They're helping clean up everything, and oh my gosh, rip clean.
Clean. Yeah, my kids are clean now. I grounded my son. Them motherfuckers cook. He done pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he just been fucking up for a minute, and I let him slide on a lot of shit. But I told him to come help me with what he came out bitching. I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you what it is. I took all the phones. He up there playing this PlayStation. My dad gonna ground me. I cut off the internet off the PlayStation.
He knew it was coming. He's telling all the friends.
I shut that motherfucker down. We almost went to blows, and I gave him a list of all the shit he needed to do. He been chirping ever since. He's like, yeah, Dad, I got it. We're cool. So he working on it. I just have, for me, I'm looking like this. He's 15, And I'm like this, bro. We got 3 years, 2.5 years. You ain't gonna be fucking. You ain't talking shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's how I tell a lot of parents. Like, don't feed your kids and give them clothes and then let them talk shit to you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I will starve you out. There will be nothing but top ramen and peanut butter in this bitch. I will come home smelling like takeout every fucking day. With a toothpick, like, that teriyaki was good. How your peanut butter and top ramen sandwich?
Exactly. Pick and choose your battles.
Right.
But you're right. Every now and again, you gotta just check, remind them their place, because now they're testing, I think, at this age. I think it looks a little different when the girls are trying to test versus when the boys feel like they want to try to test. And I don't know, did he roll up on you and try to puff out his chest?
No, I rolled up on him. I just didn't like his attitude. And I was like, I closed the door like, yo, get up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this over with. And his eyes opened up like, yeah, I'm good. Like,
exactly.
Oh, no. You ain't gonna be stomping around here with no attitude. I ain't gonna be, nah. But he cool. He's a good kid, man. It's just, there's other things going on with him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That he doesn't have an outlet to let it out, or to the person he wants to let it out on. So I have to be that outlet. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm the one here. So, you know
we don't recognize that. I think I mean, I'll speak for myself, but these weren't necessarily, I don't think, the conversations and or realizations that I got from necessarily my parents at that time. It was a different generation as far as they did that. But now I do think that our age group, we can say, okay, you know what? I can recognize you do got some stuff going. I'm not gonna let you do this, but I remember what it was like to be a teenager. I remember what it was like to kind of go through stuff and be in flux for a bit, and then just not knowing where to channel that. And so you take it out on your parent or whoever is close by to just be that punching bag. Yeah, because you have no other outlet, because the other person doesn't give a fuck, really. It's like, it's crazy. It's like a lot of stuff. When we were kids, it was like, toughen up, pussy. And nowadays, like, we care about the kids' feelings, but till it's put to a point, bro, it's like, I'm not gonna let my feelings be hurt because to save your feelings. Like, at the end of the day, if I gotta pay rent, pay everything here, you're gonna be the one in your feelings. Like, that's just what it is. I'm not gonna come home and be angry and get yelled at by no child. And like my daughter, God bless her, she was getting wild. Then she turned 17, she said something stupid. I said, look, we have 364 days and we gonna settle up. And then her eyes open like, damn, let me go clean the bathroom or something. So, move out on my timeline, not his.
For real. She's like, are you gonna kick me out when I turn 18? I'm like, of course not. Of course not. I'm like, then I said, you know what? We're gonna settle up the day before your birthday and see where we're at. We're gonna have a review.
There you go, performance review, and see if you have earned the right. So that's what I basically tell my son as well. It's not like we're trying to kick you out or anything, but it's not going to be about just lay around all day and play Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're going to work for go to school.
Exactly, Brodley. Exactly.
Yeah. Kids be like, I'd be like, yo, I remember being a kid, I can't wait till I turn 18. And in a kid's mind, you thinking, yeah, I'm gonna turn 18, be grown, get to do whatever I want, and still live my life. Yeah. I'll be like, damn. I sent my kids I was telling my friend this. I sent my kids to their mom's house one time because it's getting too familiar, getting a little mouthy. And I go to the store and I start buying all these groceries, or I'm picking all these groceries out, and I'm like, wait, the kids aren't here for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I'm like, what do I want to eat? And I lived off a tub of ice cream and a big thing of pasta from the deli for like a week. Like, I was like, damn, I really don't eat that much food. It's just these motherfuckers. And they eat everything. And then tell me, like, a week later, like, oh yeah, we out of mayonnaise. We out of bread. I'm like, when did we run out of bread? Last week. And we hungry. I'm like, motherfucker.
Not that hungry. I'm just hearing about it.
Yeah. Well, I want to wrap it up. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Don't forget to like, listen, subscribe, and share everything we put out. Does anyone got any shout outs they want to send?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give a shout out to Northwest Pro Wrestling. Thank y'all very much, and everything else. We're going to go ahead and keep doing what we doing. Forget a lot of the people that say negative things about Northwest Pro. Hey, there's a lot of wrestlers out there who I ain't got beef with, but it seems like to me I inherited some beef, so there you go. I guess that's the way it is. Holla.
I'd say shout out to the listeners. As always, thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to Razi for getting that belt. Sounds like it was quite the journey to get there. So I'm so happy for you. Shout out to DMAC. Thank you so much for keeping us on the journey with you as you continue to do all these amazing things. And shout out to Kilo.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll catch up with you next time. And yeah, love and light as always.
Yeah, shout out to K. Stanley, Kilo, Rozzy for sticking with me through all my BS. You know what I'm saying? The flyer for the show is going to be this picture. A fan drew this for you, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you can see it, K. Stanley. I'll send it to you. It's a picture of Rozzy with the belt. But it's going to be champ is in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, we're over here doing big things, man. So everybody tune in with us. We're going to see you next week. Nightly Strange, DMAC, Rozzy, K. Stanley, Kilo Keys, Chasing Tang in LA. We'll see y'all next time.
See ya.
You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Thanks, God.